Hey guys, we're sitting out here on one of our pieces in Missouri. I want to do a quick little review of the Cuddeback system. And this is a system that I've been using for, this will be the third season. I've got one video out there when I first got the system with the J series cameras. And those are also a great camera, but I'm going to specifically talk about the G series on this review. I will introduce the home camera first here. You've got 3 antennas here. So here's the actual 2 cellular that's going to connect out to the your AT&T or Verizon networks, and then you've also got this separate antenna. And what this is for is to use the link to all your remotes. So this is the camera that's got all of your cellular plan data. You can run up to 24 cameras. You can mix between a G and a J series camera all day long. The newest firmware at this point in time is 8.3. It allows the KOAM website to be used, as well as the app that they've just come out with. And you can do a whole lot of maintenance on your cameras, as well as checking your reports, each one of the statuses. You can change settings on the app as well as the KOAM website, and it's definitely a great addition to the Cuddeback system there. But this one is an IR flash, so it's going to show red, and then this is a black flash, so this is the non-existing flash for those hunters or people that are wanting to use surveillance, and not allow any of the deer or people to actually see the flash. This is the way to go. One of the biggest differences between the G and the J series is the LEDs at night will be much brighter within the G series cameras. I want to say that there's 24 LEDs and maybe 12 in the J series, so it's almost, I think it's twice as much LED in the G series. And then this camera here to my right, this is actually what they call a strobe, or what Cuddeback's known for, with that those really crisp, great looking pictures that they've got. It's almost like a blinding flash. So the differences between those flashes for me is, I'm notorious for the black flash for about 98, 99% of my cameras. I'm rolling with black flash. In my home cameras, they do have the IRs or the infrareds, and then I do have a few strobes just to kind of get a good mixture there. There's been some discussions in regards to the strobe, the IR, the black flash on deer movement, or them skirting your cameras because it's out of the nature. I've ran all 3 of them for a long time, and I will say that there has been a lot of big bucks, big mature deer, that have been I guess pushed away with the IR and the strobe, but it doesn't mean that your deer is going to do that. Every single deer is going to react differently to each one of those flashes. So if you're okay and you feel confident with the strobe or an IR, go for it. You guys are going to get some awesome pictures for both of those cameras. If you're a little hesitant on the any kind of flash, anything out of the normal, these black flashes are the way to go. So accessory wise, these right here are what a large majority of my cameras are rolling on. So these are called the 6D booster packs. They run on 6D batteries. They've also got a 12D battery as well as solar out there for anyone to use. But I do use the Rayovac high energy. You guys can jump on eBay, get those things in bulk, and it works out very well. We'll kind of walk through setting up these cameras. What I'll do is, before I put batteries in the internal cameras, I'll actually plug this in for the 6D booster pack. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll off of 10 D batteries per one camera. So and we'll shut that. That's where your SD card goes in and out. It's a simple screw there. You're screwing that thing on there and then plugging your SD cards. If you are rolling with J series cameras and you have the older AA models, you can run strictly on an external pack. And I've done that for several years now on some of my J cameras. That way it's a lot cheaper, and your life expectancy out of here is about 3 to 4 months on 6D batteries. So it's definitely a huge time and money saver. But walk you guys through some of this stuff. You got your mode, your more, up and down. There's a lot of different videos out there, you know, that can walk you through for each one of them. But you got your clock, so you can set your clock. What you can do is set your clock on your home camera, and then from your home camera it will update all of your cameras that are remote. So just worry about your remote, your home camera, setting your time and your date, and you'll be good to go. But walking through here, you do have like a walk test there. Go through your commands. It does read external okay. So when you do have the D, whether it be the newer JDs or the G D cameras, again, plug these things in. Make sure that thing says, you know, EXT OK, which is your external battery pack, and you should be good to go there. You can do more, and it'll go through there on each one of those. So it does give you the model. You're updating your firmware. We can walk through that real quick. So this one does have 8.3. So when you're doing more, you go to the 3 lines there, and then once you see the firmware version, that's going to tell you your current version. And if you press more one more time, it's going to do load firmware. Okay, so then you press the down arrow, and then it's going to essentially take that firmware off of that card, and it's going to update your camera as a whole. So when you do your updates, start with your home camera. Make sure that that's loaded there. Then do a cell test, and that will ensure that your camera is fully functional and it's connecting to the AT&T or Verizon service. And then start going to all your remote cameras and updating them. So the one thing with 8.3 update is your channel has actually changed. And let me get to that here. I passed it right out the gate, but you go to your link mode, and then remote. Link location is still a 3-digit. So this one, for instance, is 003, and then your link channel is a 00-00, or pound dash pound. So for instance, 0829, I think is the date today, so we can just roll with that for an example. So you would put your first 08 and then 29, and then you would also have to establish your camera number. So again, this one is 3. So that is a good walkthrough on there. There's a lot of great videos out there that can tell you the ins and outs of these systems when it comes to actually walking through each one of them with screenshots and that. But you know, again, you do have several different options within the Cuddelink system. You know, first establish what kind of camera you're wanting to get. You know, if you're looking for the G series, which is going to be a higher dollar camera, but I've got some of these cameras sitting in Kansas that they'll last 7-8 months before I've got to change the battery. So it's kind of a set it forget it. You're maintaining everything online, and it's a win-win situation. So if you guys got any questions, definitely put the comments there below. And like always, hopefully you guys are getting out there in nature, and best of luck on your guys' upcoming hunt.